Well, today's financial markets are more confusing than ever, but we've been so fortunate to have Steve Sexton, the president of the Sexton Advisory Group, join us over the past 3 years to help us make sense of it all. And Steve has appeared in the Wall Street Journal, USA Today. He also has his own radio show in San Diego called Winning in Life. That's Sundays, 9 a.m. on 1170 KCVQ. Right now, Steve is in the middle of a special series entitled The 5 Biggest Mistakes Retirees Make That Threaten Their Financial Well-Being. Today, Steve will be addressing mistake number 2, too much portfolio risk.
Good morning, everybody. Today we're talking about mistake number 2, too much portfolio risk. Unquestionably, one of the biggest mistakes retirees make is keeping too much money in the stock market after they retire. And Putnam Investment agrees. You have likely heard the old saying, when you are younger, you take on more risk because you have more time. As you age, you should take on less risk, and once you retire, ideally, you should be at a point where you no longer have to take any risk at all. This is good advice, but it's only part of your overall retirement investment strategy. I've been able to create a great model to help you match up where you should put your money based off where you are in life, called the 3 stages of money. Here's a bird's eye view of the 3 stages. Stage 1, youth and savings. A bank is typically the first financial institution you were introduced to in your life. You'll likely maintain a banking relationship until the day you die. The bank's purpose is to provide you with a safe, liquid place for your cash when you need it. Banks play an important role in your retirement planning. A common mistake I often see is that retirees keep way too much money at the bank. Here is what you should have at the bank and savings. Now, P.S., that's CDs and savings accounts, emergency money. I recommend my clients have at least 6 to 12 months of income held at the bank. Retirees tend to need emergency money more often than non-retirees. Money earmarked for future purchases. Do you expect to buy a new car or 2, house, paying college tuition during your retirement? You should. If you're like most retirees, you'll want to pay for such expenses in cash. That's it. If you're keeping any other money in the bank, you're overdoing it. We call it going broke safely because the interest you earn is normally less than inflation. Besides, you can do better. Stage 2, adults and investments. Once you start working and you're earning a paycheck, you'll likely begin investing a portion of your earnings to grow and accumulate a nest egg. Stage 2 is the stage of Wall Street. The purpose of this stage is to grow and accumulate your money. It is the stage of putting together an asset allocation of stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. Your objective is to your growth potential while limiting your down years. You have faith that the gains are larger and more frequent than your losses, so you can eventually earn a positive return. The big mistake retirees make here is they forget the purpose of the stage is growth and accumulation, not preservation and income. The only money you should have in this account is money you don't expect to need for income in the next 10 years. That was simple now, wasn't it? Trying to preserve your portfolio while taking income is not what this stage is about, and you end up using the wrong tool for the job. This is okay in periods when markets cooperate, but it's deadly when they don't. Stage 3, maturity, preservation and income. Once you reach stage 3, you've likely been successful in stage 2. You've accumulated enough money that you've reached the point of financial security. Your job has now changed. It's time to transition from growth and accumulation to preservation and income. Once you've reached the point of financial security, your number 1 task is to keep it. Now, I know that's crazy. If you want a well-diversified retirement portfolio, you'll end up with money in all 3 stages. Utilizing just 1 stage could cripple you, while utilizing all 3 allows you to enjoy the best of all worlds. Do you remember when I referenced Putnam Investments earlier in regards to retirees keeping too much money at risk in the stock market? In June 2011, Putnam released a study that came to the surprising conclusion that the maximum percentage a retiree should have invested in the stock market is 25%. Once you retire, your days of taking risks are essentially over, so don't mess it up. Remember, smart financial decisions do impact the quality of your life.